Good morning, world, and hello to another day. Hopefully, everyone had a restful evening and a start of a blessed day. Today, I want to talk about being tired but hopeful. And I'll get right into it. Have you ever found yourself reaching a point in life where you're just simply exhausted? Not just physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. You wake up, you go to work, you carry responsibilities, you care for others. Somehow, you keep on moving. Yet deep inside, you're running on empty. If that's the way you are feeling today, I want you to know something. Being tired doesn't mean you've lost your faith. Being exhausted doesn't mean you've failed. Sometimes it just simply means that you're carrying more than others realize. Today, I want to speak to you who quietly keep showing up. Those who smile while hurting, those who encourage others while needing encouragement themselves, those who continue doing the right thing even when no one seems to notice or care. If this sounds like you, then this message is definitely for you. Because you may be tired, but you're still hopeful. And hope changes everything and everyone. Weariness is part of being a human being. Every person reaches moments when life just feels heavier than expected. The responsibilities increase, the challenges multiply, the disappointments stack one upon another. Sometimes life seems unfair. Patience grows through waiting. A lot of people have asked me, I've been waiting for years. Understood. I as well. But my faith and my hope will never die. Compassion grows through suffering. And I'm sure most of you, like myself, have gone through many different things and suffered many different things. But my compassion continues to grow. Wisdom grows through those experiences. Character grows through perseverance. None of these are easy. None of these are easy to achieve. You can talk about it unless you have experienced it. You just don't understand. But each one of these things prepares us for something greater. Sometimes what feels like delay is actually preparation. Sometimes those doors that are closed in your face are your protection against something that you should not be involved with. Sometimes the prayers you think that are unanswered become answered directly and differently than we imagined. God works quietly before he works visibly. When no one notices, there are people watching who feel invisible. You work hard, you sacrifice, you give your best each and every day, yet it seems no one notices. No one ever says thank you. No one recognizes your efforts. But remember this, never forget, your value has never been determined by applause. Some of the greatest acts of kindness happen without recognition. Some of the strongest people quietly carry responsibilities that no one else sees. Character is not built when people are watching. It's built when no one is. It's okay to rest. Many people, as I've said before, take resting as quitting, as giving up. I tell you, resting is just the beginning of the fight. Like I have, you begin asking yourself, how much longer much I endure the things that I go through that just burden me, that hold me down, that exhaust me. Sometimes it's family. For me, most of the time, it's other things. Could be work, could be finances, could be your health. And sometimes it's just simply the weight of carrying everyone else's burdens. The truth is, even the strongest people become tired. Strength isn't pretending that you've never struggled. Strength is what people who have struggled show. Strength is continuing forward despite the struggle or the struggles. Always remember that hope is much more powerful than exhaustion. Hope is a remarkable thing. It doesn't remove every mountain. It doesn't instantly solve every problem. But hope whispers powerfully, and it whispers something that we need to hear. It whispers, tomorrow can be better and will be better. Hope says, this chapter isn't the end. Hope reminds us that today's circumstances are not permanent, but temporary. As we look at the weather, we see storms, but they pass, and they move on, and they move away. The same with life. Darkness always becomes light. Night always becomes morning. Winter always gives way to spring. And in life, we have the same seasons. If you're feeling like you're in a difficult season today, Don't mistake it for your entire future. I'm talking to myself as well as I speak to you. I hope that I'm reaching your soul. I hope that you see my burdens and you see that I'm not quitting, that I'm going to keep moving on no matter what the situation or circumstance. God never wastes the difficult seasons that we go through. Some of our life's greatest lessons are learned during our worst times, our hardest moments. We must endure. We must keep moving on. And they're not the same. Rest allows you to continue. Quitting, which isn't an option, causes you to stop receiving your blessings that you deserve. It stops you from helping those who need the help, even if it's yourself. If you look at runners, you see the strongest runners, they have to go to the side of the road, stop for a moment, and get some water. Even the greatest musicians rest between sets. They need to revive themselves, right? It's the same thing with the storms in life. Even nature has seasons of renewal. If you're tired, rest, recharge, reflect, then continue. I have to learn something that there's no shame in taking care of myself. And there's power in small victories. Sometimes we become discouraged because we found and we're always focused on the finish line and always saying, when will it end? When will this race stop? When will the miles that I've walked or run come to an end? Instead of the wise, celebrate today's victory and victories. We got out of bed. We started walking on our own 2 feet. Remember to encourage someone. You choose kindness. Keep your integrity. Refuse bitterness. Those are all victories, whether you want to believe it or not. These are all blessings, whether you want to believe it or not. Remember, I've said before that sometimes blessings are unseen. Little victories become great victories over time. A mountain is never leaped over. It's climbed one step at a time. We need to choose hope every single day. And it's not just a feeling. Hope is more than that. Hope is a decision that we make. It's waking up and believing life still has a purpose. It's choosing gratitude even when circumstances are far from perfect. It's believing that today's disappointment is tomorrow's destiny. Hope speaks out loud and says, I don't know how everything will work out, but I truly believe it will. That kind of hope changes how we live, how we bring it to other people, how we show virtue, integrity, kindness. Encouraging others while you're hurting is hope. You know, some of the most compassionate people are the ones who understand pain, are the ones who hurt more than anyone else. They know what loneliness feels like. They know disappointment. They know heartbreak. But yet, they continue encouraging others. If that's you, is that you? Don't underestimate your influence. Your words matter. Your kindness matters. Your presence matters. You may never know how many lives you've touched simply because you choose compassion. Keep looking forward. Don't look back. Keep looking forward. When you look back, you stop. You start to overthink. I truly am one of those. I look back at some decisions that I've made. It stops me. It keeps me from hope. Don't be one of those people. But history tells a different story. Every sunrise will follow a darkness, a sunset. Every storm eventually will end. We must keep moving forward. Every difficult season gives way to another. But hold on. Better days often arrive quietly. One conversation, one opportunity, one answered prayer, one expected blessing or unexpected blessing. Life can change faster than we can ever imagine. You know, for me, the Bible gives me incredible encouragement. I'll just read Isaiah 40:31 for you. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. And in Matthew 11:28, Jesus says, Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Those words have comforted me and countless numbers of people through every generation. They remind us that we never meant to carry every burden alone. If you're watching today and life feels overwhelming, take one step and move forward. Offer one more prayer. Believe one more day. Don't let temporary exhaustion convince you to abandon permanent purpose. We've suffered difficult seasons before, and we'll suffer again. You've survived, and you'll survive again. There's still good ahead. Always remember that. There's still people who need your kindness. There are still dreams worth pursuing. There are still blessings waiting to be discovered. Yeah, we're tired, but we're also hopeful. And hope is stronger than fear, stronger than disappointment. It's stronger than today's circumstances. So keep going. Your story isn't over, it's just beginning. The best chapters are often written after the hardest pages are read. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. If this message encouraged you, consider sharing it with someone who may be carrying silent burdens today. Sometimes a few words of hope can change someone's entire life. Until the next time, take care of yourself. Keep your heart open. Keep believing. And never lose hope. Because even when you're tired, there is still light ahead. All right, y'all. I love you. Peace.